Welcome to another Seminole County Chamber ribbon cutting. We're at Tree of Life Birthing Center, right on the corner of Montgomery and 436, right next to Congo River and Chuck E. Cheese. Very convenient if you're visiting a birthing center. Now you're probably wondering, Ben, what do you know about birthing? And the answer is nothing. However, the staff here at Tree of Life has years, decades of experience. They've been in business for over 10 years. This is their newest location right here in Altamont Springs. And what can I say that the owner, Kayleen Richards, can't say for herself? Kayleen.
Thank you very much. I am just overwhelmed with joy seeing everybody here. I cannot express my gratitude to everyone who's helped me, not only currently but in the past. It has been a labor of love for sure. I didn't do it on my own. One of my prayers very early on as a kid really was to help me to be good, to do good, and to help others, and to really have God use me for their will. And this building is definitely a testimony to that. Babies are born here. It's amazing. We do such beautiful things here. The midwives give such amazing, loving, personalized care. We show up for women and families whenever possible. To birth at a birth center, you have to be low risk. So there's certain things that would risk you out. You can't have high blood pressure, you can't be insulin-dependent diabetic, you can't have twins. So it's not for everybody. We do not do epidurals, so if you want pain medication, then this isn't an option for you. But if you want to walk around, if you want to eat and drink, if you want to be honored and respected and supported, if you want to have a water birth, if you want to go home early, we do discharge in about 6 hours on average with very good follow-up afterwards. So we have a maternal health crisis in this country. The United States is ranked 55th currently, behind Russia. And Florida is ranked 28th right now. So we're in a crisis, from healthcare as well as insurance, finding providers that accept women, and getting good screening is just vital. Midwifery care in a birth center is the solution. I want to thank a few people. First, I want to thank my parents. Aww. She taught me hard work, attention to detail, and how to make things feel good. And my dad has been instrumental in helping me with the business side of things, running things by him. I didn't do this. I wasn't like, I want to open a business. I think I'll be a midwife. Heck no, right? So I have a passion to support women and children, and this came out of that, which has been amazing. My children, I have 2 of my 3 here. Raising hands, there's one, there's the other one. So they sacrifice so much. I can't tell you how many times they were like, Mommy, don't go. Or taking 2 cars to soccer. So many. Then waking up in the morning and I wasn't next to them in the bed. Ubering them to school. Thank God for Uber. That's all I'm saying right now. My preceptors. So I have Sandy Williamson here. She was vital in... She opened one of the first birth centers in Central Florida. She owned and operated for over 22 years. And she gave me something to model. And I wouldn't know how to do what I do today without that. So I'm very grateful.
And you do an excellent job.
Thank you. Here. To Dr. Eric Edwards as well. So he's not here right now, I don't believe so, but he has supported me. So I don't know how many people know, but in the state of Florida, up until 2019, nurse midwives had to have a supervising physician. So I couldn't do what I do without a doctor just signing his name on a piece of paper. Let me tell you what, that can be nerve-wracking sometimes when you have 25 people do and then your doctor wants to retire. So he's always been very supportive, and we did change legislation in 2019. There is still a clause for nurse midwives to have a referral agreement, but we're working very diligently to change that. Luckily, though, I was able to get autonomous nurse midwifery practice, one of the first few in the States, which is a blessing. Rhonda Huggins. I love you! And Tiffany Wade, they were my first employees. I could not be here without you. I am so grateful. One thing that I will never forget that you told me is how much you love how I love. And I'm so grateful you could see that in me. Yeah. So they helped me. She was my right-hand woman went and bought cupcakes when it was my son's birthday, and I forgot because I was so tired. And then to all the midwives before and currently, we've had such an amazing group of nurse midwives, licensed midwives. Yeah, we've filled this community with licensed midwives and as well as nurse midwives, giving them experience in what natural birth looks like, unmedicated birth looks like. And then all the birth workers in the community, we have such a word of mouth. I mean, all the doulas and all of the lactation consultants that speak our praises and refer people to here. Again, we've grown so much just by word of mouth. And then lastly, to all the women and the families that choose out of hospital birth. We could not do this without you. You can't talk someone into this. They have to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I will say, like with COVID, our numbers increased drastically. And the main reason is because women did not want to birth alone. They were more afraid that they were going to be separated from their partners than they were of COVID. And to me, that was just such a great testimony to out of hospital birth. You know, a lot of people already wanted to go natural, so why not? So to all the families that choose Tree of Life, we could not do this, have grown without that. Lastly, I'll just say pregnancy is not an illness, right? They don't come to us because you're sick. You come to us to be screened, so it's a constant risk assessment. How's your blood pressure? How's your urine? How are you feeling? So I think even more than anything, it's having that connection, sitting down, looking them in the eyes, having that time to educate them on what's normal, what's not normal, so that we can diagnose things early and have the best outcomes. Tree of Life is honored to be able to serve the women and families in Central Florida at this facility. This is my last one. Number 5, I am done. I think it's definitely going out with a bang. We are fortunate to have chiropractic care, LOA in the back, that's going to be adjusting our babies. We have lactation consultants. We have room for it all now. And so I am just honored to be able to stand before you and provide this service. Thank you.
Here you go. These are real. These are real. We're going to help you out with that.
These are real.
They're very much so real.
You know what I do, right?
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Next, what we're going to do is my midwife, who served me and caught my baby. Kelly Johnson is going to do a sage ceremony, so we're going to go through and just kind of clear the energy. Anyone that wants to kind of follow and say a blessing, laying on hands, whatever, I will take all the love you want to give, but we're just going to flood this facility with positive energy and protection for not only the women and babies, but also for the midwives to have the knowledge to protect. And then we're also going to cut cake. Please eat the cake. Don't make me eat all of that cake.
Congratulations.